episode of the Do It podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Hernholm, and it is Thursday, which means it's time for Thoughtful Thursday, where I share my thoughts on a topic, and then you tell me your thoughts. Today's topic is summer jobs. Summer jobs for teenagers. I think that they are invaluable, and I want every teenager to get a summer job. That said, due to the work that I do, where I work with teenagers and their parents, I hear more and more that parents are opting out of making their child get a job as a teenager and instead focusing on building that college resume so that it looks perfect for their application. And so that means trying to look for the perfect college program that they can participate in hopes that that then helps them get into that college. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I think there's a way to do both. I mean, I'm biased. Obviously, I think there's a way to do both because at our organization, WIT, whatever it takes, we offer summer programs, but we've done them where they're only 5 days at a time and you can earn college credit. It's a few hours a day and you can launch that business, get that college credit, meet some like-minded teens and mentors, check that box, and then go on to do that summer job, go to summer camp, hang out with your friends, all those other things that I think are really important for you as a teenager to do during the summer. More and more, I'm hearing that not many teens are getting jobs over the summer. And I wanted to say that I want to share with you why I think it's so important that at some point in your high school experience, you are getting a summer job. There are so many invaluable lessons that can come from the experience. I wrote them down. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see my eyes wandering onto my list. That's on here on my computer. But I had them growing up in my home. It was required to have a summer job. So I've done a variety of summer jobs. I've done babysitting. I was at a coffee shop, worked at a coffee shop, a bakery, a restaurant, a retail chain. I did them. Some I loved. I really did. One of my jobs in La Jolla, California, at this place called Gerard Gourmet, I wanted to work there because it seemed like all these like cool people worked there, and I really hoped I'd get the job, and I did get it, and I really enjoyed it. I had really fun coworkers, really great customers that came in, and it was probably my most favorite summer job. But I also had jobs I couldn't stand, like the job that I had at a very well-known cookie company. I don't want to put it on blast, but I worked there for a summer and I hated it. And I could never even eat one of those cookies because I know all the things that happen behind the scenes at this place. So some of the job, if you're a teenager and you're getting a summer job, just know you might like some of them, you might hate others, but you will learn very important things. So we're going to dive into why I think you should get a summer job. Real world experience. A summer job provides you invaluable real world experience. It'll teach you practical skills such as time management, teamwork, problem solving, and those are essential to any career that you decide to go off and do. When it comes to time management, I can tell you, I remember if you're the newbie on staff, you get the worst shifts. And I had some really bad early morning shifts. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to get there. But you know what? If you don't show up to your job on time, you're fired. You also, let's just say your job that your boss gives you a pass, the one time that you're late. You know who's not going to like you? Your coworkers, your teammates, because you've let them down. And when you're in school, usually like your parent can call in sick for you. Maybe you can get a note, not when it comes to the real world and the jobs and working a summer job. So learning that discipline and doing that thing that you don't want to do, get up early, get there on time, that is so important to learn. And real world jobs teach you that. You also are going to your time management will get developed because you're going to be balancing. I'm sure you're going to be studying for your standardized test, prepping for that over the summer. You've got your summer job, you've got your extracurriculars, you've got the time with your friends that you want to make sure that you have. Maybe you're going to go off to summer camp. Learning how to balance that all is a really important skill and crucial for your success, not only during your academic year, but when you go off and to college and when you get a job. The other reason why I'm a big advocate for a job during the summer when you are a teenager is the financial independence and literacy that you will develop. Working a summer job allows you to earn your own money, which promotes financial independence. And it teaches you the responsibility that comes with managing your own money. It also opens your eyes to how much things cost. I remember when I got my first paycheck years ago, I had done the math in my head. I had worked this many hours. I was supposed to get this much an hour. Open up the envelope. That's how we got it back in the day. You pull out this check. It was not that amount. That's because a lot of the money goes off to the government. And that is very frustrating and disappointing, but it's a fact. And when you realize how much you have to work in order to have a certain amount of money to go buy that thing, it makes you think more about the things that you are buying and purchasing. It also gave me a greater appreciation for how hard my parents worked and how much they were providing for me. Another valuable thing that you will get from getting a summer job is networking opportunities. Your summer job will introduce you to a network of professionals in a variety of fields, which will offer you opportunities for mentorship, future job references, and potential career pathways. You might be thinking, how is that coffee shop job going to be a good networking opportunity? Let me tell you. There's a lot of regulars that go to coffee shops. They come in the morning, get their coffee, they go off to their job. That person, that regular, might have a job at the company that you eventually want to work for, or they might own the company that you would like to work for or intern at next summer. So you get a chance to build relationships with people every time they walk in the door with a smile on your face. Maybe you have their coffee order ready for them. You make a little small talk. You can build relationships and a network through a summer job. You're lifeguarding at a pool. You get to meet all these parents. And maybe those parents have jobs or run companies at places that you would love to work at. So don't underestimate the power of the networking opportunities that come from having a summer job at a cafe, restaurant, clothing store, babysitting, lifeguarding. Okay. Another thing that I want to touch on my list is that you are going to build your resume. It'll look different than maybe building your resume full of programs that your parents were able to pay for, or you got scholarships for to attend at different universities or companies. But your resume build, adding a summer job to your resume shows people that you can demonstrate initiative, responsibility, that you might have those practical skills that are necessary for future jobs that you want to have. Showing up on time and actually fulfilling your shift with a smile on your face, it's a valuable thing to learn how to do, because you're not always going to want to smile because you're not always going to love the job that you have. Learning that is important, and still showing up with a smile and a strong work ethic is invaluable. To that point, you will develop work ethic, because holding down a job requires commitment, dedication, and that fosters a stronger work ethic. And that will benefit you in your academic pursuits and even your future careers. I also think that summer jobs develop independence and responsibility. You got to figure out how to get yourself there on time. You got to figure out how to solve problems in real time. And you have to follow instructions from people that aren't your parents and aren't a teacher. And you've got to learn how to complete tasks efficiently. And that fosters independence and self-reliance. The last thing that I want to touch on before I let you go is that getting a summer job actually helps develop an appreciation of your education that you are getting. Experiencing the value of hard work firsthand can instill a greater appreciation for the educational opportunities that you're receiving at your school, your college, that your parents are providing for you. And that will motivate you to take greater advantage of your academic opportunities. And it will help you, we always talk about it will set you up for success in your future career goals. Those are a few of my reasons why I think that you should go get a job. We hire teens at WIT. I'll tell you, when I look at those resumes, I'm looking at that resume that has real world job experience, because that means you have all those things that I just talked about in this podcast episode. So tell me, what are your thoughts on this? Do you want to get a summer job? Are your parents making you get a summer job? If you're a parent in your household, is that a requirement? I'd love to know. And also, if it'd be helpful to you, we can do a podcast on how to get that resume ready to help you get the summer job that you want. All right, that's it for today. Those are my thoughts. Can't wait to hear yours. I hope you enjoy this episode of the Do Wit podcast. And wherever this finds you, I hope it finds you making it a great day. And if it's not a great day, don't worry. You know what to do. Turn it around with a WIT 3. Go do something for yourself, some self-care, move your body, drink some water, do something for somebody else, a random act of kindness, and do one thing towards your dreams and your goals. Just one thing. Go take action, and that will turn your day around, guaranteed. All right, go do it. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Do Wit podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment with your takeaways. And if you want to join WIT, you can check out our summer classes at doingwit.org, and maybe we'll see you on the podcast and in our classes. Keep doing WIT.